Hey, Dan Cochimillo here with NorCal Sports Network with a special video on San Francisco Giants rising star Jung Hoo Lee. Before we get into this video, let us thank our sponsor, Chapman Law Group. Check out Chapman Law Group for all your legal needs, especially if you have a personal injury situation. Check them out in the description of this video, or you can reach them at 415-613-9483. Chapman Law Group. Let them know NorCal Sports Network sent you. All right, guys. Jung Hoo Lee. This guy is a hitting machine right now for the San Francisco Giants in his second year, and he really hasn't even played a full year last year. His year was cut short due to injury on an outfield crash into the wall on a making a catch against the wall where he got hurt, and only played 37 games last year. Let's just take a look at Jung Hoo Lee, what he's doing so far this year. If you take a look here, Jung Hoo Lee is hitting .333. He's got 32 hits and 96 at bats, 3 homers, all coming in Yankee Stadium. He's got an on-base percentage of .398, slugging of .583, and an OPS .981, and OPS plus of .182. And if we just compare that to where he was last year, he only had 37 games. Look at the WAR already is quite a bit different, 1.6 already. So Jung Hoo Lee has only played in a total of 62 major league games, and his batting average, if you combine both years, is .290. Now, this is interesting because Jung Hoo Lee hit like .340 in Korea. So I don't think he hits .333 this year in San Francisco. It's a long, long season right now. A lot of pitchers haven't figured out Jung Hoo Lee. They'll make adjustments. He'll have to make adjustments. We've only played 25 games he's been in this year, and still another 135 games to go, right? So roughly for Jung Hoo Lee, he's already has more strikeouts this year, which is interesting. He struck out 14 times as opposed to striking out only 13 all of last year. So I'm not sure if that means anything, if he's just being more aggressive at the plate. He's going after more pitches now that he's batting third and there's more opportunities to drive in runs. He's got 16 RBIs this year compared to 8 in all of last year as a leadoff hitter. So that is showing that it's working out. Him being in the 3-hole in the lineup has been doing pretty well. I mean, the OPS is much, much higher right now, 981 compared to 641 last year. Slugging's up again, 583 to 331. Looks like a completely different ball player. Now, what's interesting to me about Jung Hoo Lee is that he's driving the ball on the line more. He's hitting it. He's getting it up in the air more this year, because last year he was grounding out constantly, and that was affecting, his batting average because balls were hit right at infielders. Now he's getting them up over their heads. In fact, Jung Hoo Lee this year alone has 11 doubles already in 108 plate appearances, or official 96 at bats. Last year with 145 at bats, he only had 4 doubles. So he's almost tripled his doubles in 50 less at bats. So that tells me he's definitely hitting the ball with more authority. He's seeing it better. He's just driving the ball, which is great. That was my concern with him last year. Now, one thing I will say about Jung Hoo Lee, if those who think, well, you're just jumping on the bandwagon with this guy, let me show you guys something that I said just over a year ago. Today is the 25th of April, And I put this out 5 days ago on Twitter, reminding everybody, it was exactly, look at this date, April 20th, that I put this tweet out. Well, here it was a year ago, April 20th, 2024. I said, Jung Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants will win a batting title during his Major League Baseball career, I believe. He's that good of a hitter. Give Farhan Zaidi credit for aggressively going after his man. The more I watch Lee, the more he grows on me as a very solid, all-around Major League Baseball player. What made me make that statement? Well, I can't show you the highlight because of MLB restrictions for these videos. Otherwise, they demonetize the whole video. But what I was looking at in a game on April 20th in 2024, he had hit a ball down the right field line earlier in the game. He pulled it, and it was can't remember if it was a single or a double, but he pulled it right down the line. In the bat that I have a video on, and you can check me out on Twitter there at follow me on Twitter at NorCal Sports NW, at NorCal Sports NW. But in the bat, Jung Hoo actually took an outside pitch the same game and just drove it down the left field line for a double. So I saw this bat control and I said, this guy's going to be a batting champ someday. Now, whether that happens this year or next year or 3-4 years from now, I don't know when it happens, but I think it definitely happens. This guy has that kind of bat control. He's got great hand-eye coordination and bat-to-ball skills. So I believe Jung Hoo Lee is going to win a batting title in his career. I'm not calling for it in 2025, even though he's right up there, hitting 333. I think he settles this year. I said in the preseason, I think Jung Hoo Lee leads the team in batting average, and I think he's 285 to 290, I said, and I think he could flirt with 300. Eventually, this guy is going to become a 300 hitter on an annual basis. I think he's that good of a hitter. And once he really learns the league, again, Jung Hoo has only played in 62 Major League Baseball games. I see a lot of guys start here and come way down here after a while. I see other guys start here, like Matt Williams, when I watched him and come up in 1987, and he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if he tried. He just couldn't hit it at all. And he was hitting under 200 his first 3 seasons. And then Matt Williams just took off in year 4. So it takes guys time to adjust. Jung Hoo is already a polished hitter, playing professional baseball in Korea. We'll see what he does. But I like Jung Hoo Lee as a ball player. He's an excellent center fielder. I think the Giants really have a possible perennial all-star. Some people are putting the superstar label on him. I'm not ready to do that yet. I see a little Ichiro light in him. Could he become something like Ichiro? Possibly. I mean, he's young. He's aggressive. He's got flair. I love his all-around game. He does lack for power. He's not going to hit a lot of home runs, but neither did Ichiro. But I do see this kid becoming a perennial 300 type hitter, an all-star player for the Giants. I don't think he becomes a superstar of the game. That would be a stretch in my opinion. But I like to label guys on a 1 to 5 basis. All right. 1 being just, you're just not a good ball player at all. You're way, way below average. 3, 2 is a step above. 1, obviously. 3 is an average player. 4 is a all-star. 5 is a superstar. Your superstars, Judge, Ohtani, Harper, those are the guys that, come to the top of my head. Soto, Lindor. I mean, superstar players, guys, Mookie Betts. Those are your superstars. Your all-stars are guys that are, really good players, but, they're not your superstars. Guys like Yordan Alvarez is a 4. He's a 4+ in my opinion. He's really, really good, but he's not a 5, a guy that's just there. But Logan Webb, for example, for the Giants, I would put him as a 4, and he's getting better and better. But he's an all-star. He's a guy that you're going to count on. He's probably the Giants' best player. Elliot Ramos made the all-star team last year, but, it's his first year. So I've got Elliot Ramos kind of at a 3, a little bit above 3. Average, definitely, but he's above average and can become an all-star. But he's not a consistent 4. I can label Logan Webb a consistent 4. I think Jung Hoo Lee can become that 4. It's early, but I think he could be a 4 where he's listed at there as that all-star type of player for the Giants for many years. Let's see if he can become one of the game's elite. Too early to label him that. Potential's there, but he's not going to ever hit for a ton of power. But if he could learn to just keep knocking the ball around the park, driving in runs. Look, Oracle Park's perfect for this guy. It's spacious. He can drive it from line to line. If Jung Hoo can pull the ball a lot, it keeps that right fielder. Oracle playing more traditional right field than playing way over in right center, guarding triples alley. That's going to help his average because they're going to have to account. If they're playing him in triples alley right center, Jung Hoo's going to hit a ball down the right field line and have an easy triple. So the more he can pull and spray and just kind of keep the defense off balance where he's hitting the ball, the better it is for his batting average. So that's enough on Jung Hoo Lee, but I really like the ball player. He's an excellent player, and I would say that Giants got a good one. So tell us what you think in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you being here. My dog's barking in the background because someone's at the door. Nothing like recording. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care.